With 2025 just around the corner, prophets from across the globe are sounding the alarm, warning us about what might lie ahead. From Japanese manga artist Ryujiro's prediction of a massive earthquake, to Indian prodigy Anand's shocking warning about Taiwan, to the well-known prophecies of Nostradamus and Baba Vanga, we're hearing more and more about potential wars and global disasters. Even Big's latest forecast has everyone talking. These predictions are making us seriously rethink what the future holds. Baba Vanga, the blind Bulgarian mystic, who passed away in 1996, saw many of her predictions come to life during her lifetime, including Brexit and the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. She famously predicted that 2022 would be the year of extreme natural disasters, including earthquakes, tsunamis, and floods, along with a crippling water shortage. In fact, Australia was hit with massive floods in March and July 2022, Italy went through a drought lasting over 100 days, and Taiwan was struck by powerful earthquakes. It's as if her predictions were playing out right before our eyes. But what's even more unsettling is what Baba Vanga had to say about 2025. She warned that this year could be a major turning point for humanity, a year that could trigger a massive shift in the global landscape. She even suggested that 2025 could be the beginning of humanity's countdown to the end. She predicted Europe might see a major conflict, possibly between two superpowers, leading to widespread destruction. And that's not all. Baba Vanga also hinted that 2025 might be the year we finally made contact with extraterrestrial life, a prophecy that's gotten a lot of people talking. At the same time, Nostradamus, the famous French astrologer, also foresaw a critical year for Europe in 2025. He predicted that Europe would fall into chaos, even anarchy, becoming the center of global turmoil. And according to his predictions, it wouldn't just be war, it could also mean the return of ancient plagues, possibly more devastating than anything we've seen before. In one of his famous verses, Nostradamus wrote that England would endure a long and brutal war, while ancient plagues would cause even greater destruction than any enemy. This could be a warning of political unrest, maybe even involving the British royal family. And on top of that, he hinted at a new pandemic, one that might be even worse than COVID-19, sparking major concerns about the future of global health. In another verse, Nostradamus said, "A prolonged war will drain the army, until they can't keep it going." This suggests a long, drawn-out conflict. Some believe this could point to the Ukraine war hitting a breaking point, as resources continue to dry up. But perhaps the most chilling part of Nostradamus' predictions is his vision of the end of the world. He spoke of a fireball from space hurtling toward Earth, a sign of fate, forcing us to seriously consider the future of our planet. Here's another intriguing prophecy. A new empire is set to rise from the sea, a leader will emerge from the depths, and everything will unfold amid a great flood. Nostradamus, the famous 16th century French astrologer, wrote Les Prophecies over 400 years ago, where he detailed predictions up to the year 3797. Many of his prophecies have already come true, such as the assassination of King Henry II of France, the French Revolution, the rise of Hitler, and the Great Fire of London. Before attending the ABS Asia Blockchain Summit, Holland gave an interview where he predicted three major events for the first half of 2025. First, global conflicts are expected to escalate, Anand pointed out. According to his astrological charts, these conflicts will grow more frequent. Although it may not lead to a full-scale world war, the impact could still be felt globally. Second, Anand predicts that massive earthquakes and tsunamis could strike. He explained that the alignment of Saturn and the Moon's north node suggests that water-related regions are at a high risk. The South China Sea could be among the first affected, with earthquakes potentially triggering tsunamis and other natural disasters. Third, Anand also mentioned, in April 2025, a possible large-scale conflict or disaster might unfold, but it may be kept hidden from the public eye. Japanese manga artist Ryoshi Ryo, in his comic The Future I Saw, shared several prophetic dreams, all of which later came true. For instance, he accurately predicted the Great East Japan earthquake in 2011. However, the most chilling of his visions was about a catastrophic disaster expected in 2025, even worse than anything we've seen before. He saw it occurring on July 5, 2025, at 5 a.m., when a shift in the Earth's crust will create a rift between Japan and the Philippines. A 40-meter tsunami will slam into the region, changing the landscape forever, and connecting Japan, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and the Philippines. British psychic Parker also predicted that China will face a unique form of internal conflict, but it won't be a traditional violent revolution. Rather, it will be a spiritual revolution, one without bloodshed. The people will awaken, rejecting dark forces, and initiating a large-scale, non-violent resistance. Parker also recalled a dream he had in 2008, where he saw a massive building in China. Inside, the world's most beautiful dance was being performed. At the time, he didn't understand what the dream meant, but now he believes it symbolizes the return of traditional culture and art after the fall of the Communist Party, bringing healing and renewal to the people's souls. Parker predicts that in January next year, the Russia-Ukraine conflict may intensify. Ukrainian drones continue targeting Russian military sites, with explosions lighting up the sky. However, the situation won't escalate into a full-scale war. Thanks to mediation by Trump, Russia may gain control of a key area in eastern Ukraine, which could act as a buffer zone between the two nations, though smaller than the current Russian-controlled territory. Parker also foresees that in 2025, Israel might successfully neutralize Iran's nuclear facilities, but he doesn't anticipate a major war. Instead, he predicts a shift towards peace, while other global tensions could rise. On March 15 this year, Brandon Biggs, who gained attention after predicting Trump's assassination, stated that Trump may win again, but after his victory, the US could face a significant economic downturn. Between December and January, certain markets may experience a serious crash, with recovery taking up to 4 years. Biggs also predicts a global health crisis, potentially worse than COVID-19, which could take millions of lives. However, he believes that if people approach life with humility and faith, they will be protected. He envisions those under divine protection being surrounded by an aura of light, shielding them from any harmful viruses. Furthermore, in his September 6th video, Biggs made a new prophecy, hinting that this might be his final one. He says that God revealed to him a major event will shake the US political system, leading to a large-scale revelation that will awaken many people. This event will expose hidden forces that have attempted to manipulate the public, giving the people freedom once again. Biggs also mentioned that not only will media control be challenged, but the opacity in the US financial system will also be brought to light. He says God told him that everything will change within 24 hours. However, the exact timing is unknown. What he does know is that, once it happens, everything will change dramatically. He talked about how some things from the past have quietly faded away. Biggs shared his thoughts on how good things often find their way to those who value and use them well. It's something, he said, that feels almost beyond explanation, but truly inspiring. Biggs opened up about a realization: he doesn't need to spend endless hours on his channel, because the way we connect and share online is bound to change. He admitted he doesn't see himself as someone with special powers, just someone who's learned, through deep reflection, to pick up on certain insights and share them to help others navigate life's challenges. He got real about the struggles too. There were nights he felt incredibly alone, even breaking down in tears. But in those moments, he said he reminded himself to stay focused on what truly matters, without worrying about changing opinions. Biggs said this reminder stayed with him, helping him realize that creating content shouldn't be about money. He reflected on how focusing on purpose, rather than just profits, leads to a more fulfilling path. For him, his channel isn't about numbers or views, it's about making a real impact. He also talked about how it's important for people to think independently and find their own answers, instead of relying too much on others. Teaching someone to fish, he said, is always better than just handing them one. Biggs shared a fascinating story from history. Over 1,800 years ago, during China's late Eastern Han Dynasty, a healer encouraged people to reflect on their mistakes, write them down, and commit to real change. This simple practice, he explained, helped countless people heal, and its wisdom still holds true today. Biggs said he recently noticed how the efforts from October are already creating a positive ripple effect. Because of this, some of the tension we've been feeling is starting to lift, and it's opening the door to positive changes around the world. He believes this shift will start here in America and inspire hope and transformation globally. He also described a vision of light spreading across America, symbolizing unity and resilience. At the same time, he saw a leader stepping forward, renewed and surrounded by incredible support, a sign of what's possible when actions align with purpose. And that's where today's video ends. If this message resonated with you, make sure to share it, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you'll be the first to know when we post. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.